Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. We're looking forward. We have a great webinar on creating a membership directory. Before we get started here, just some logistics. First, we will be recording the webinar and posting to our blog on eDirectory.com within 24 hours. So if you missed something or want to come back later, you will be able to find it. The link to the blog is on the footer of eDirectory.com. Also, if anybody has any questions or comments during the webinar, please post them into the chat and we will stop periodically to answer them. Also, at the end of the webinar, we'll have a chance to answer questions on this topic or anything else you'd like to ask. So don't hesitate, just drop your questions or comments into the chat there and we will stop and answer those. Great. So just some introductions. I'm James. I'm the founder of the company. And with us today, we have Emerson and Gabriel from our marketing department. Hi, guys.
Hello,
Hi, everybody.
James.
Hello, James.
Great. And some next events coming up. August 28th, we're going to talk about the marketing funnel for online directories. We'll have a bunch of marketing tips. Should be a good one. September 11th, the eDirectory banner ad system. We'll talk about configuring banners and selling banners and some topics around the banner system within eDirectory. And September 25th, enhancing the user experience with online directories. So we're going to give some tips and some advice on user experience on the 25th. So please come back and join us. You can sign up for those on eDirectory.com/webinars. And for anybody new here, just some background on the eDirectory platform. It's a platform to create online directory style websites and mobile apps, basically online guides. It can be used for all sorts of different industries and purposes, things from trade associations to lead generation sites, local guides, vendor directories, etc. It is highly customizable. There is a admin section where there's a whole bunch of ability to modify the site without using code, widget-based editor, change colors and fonts, etc. We have a native app builder to generate mobile apps under your brand that you could submit to the App Store yourself. We also have an in-house customization team. If you do need to integrate the system with a legacy system, just do customization on any type of workflow, anything you need done. And we also have source code version available if you want to have your own team do development on it. And to learn more or request a live personal demo, you can go to eDirectory.com and sign up for a demo or chat with our team there. And so on to the webinar for today, how to create membership directories. This is an important use case for eDirectory. We have a lot of people using eDirectory for membership directories. So what is a membership directory? It's an online searchable directory that shows detailed information about members of an organization, association, group. In addition to just the listings of the members, there can also be additional content, articles related to the organization, upcoming events, those types of things as well. Jobs within the industry. We have a classified section there. What it does, it promotes members' businesses and services. That's kind of the principal thing it does, brings the community together. It also gives a seal of approval. If you know if you know a company's in an organization, that seal of approval goes a long way for them to be able to give confidence to their customers as well. It's a resource for identifying specific expertise within the group, and also location-based. So some people are looking for certain organization members within a certain geographic area. So it can help, the directory can help identify those members within close to the end consumer. And it facilitates communication, networking, and collaboration among members. So basically, it's a site that can bring your organization together. And many of our clients actually are not running a membership organization, but they are providing agency services, sort of digital marketing services to associations. So you may be a web developer, a web designer, building out a site for an association, and eDirectory is a great fit for the platform to do that with. So some just very common use cases of membership organization. These are professional associations, trade associations, chambers of commerce are a big one. We do lots of business directories for chambers of commerce, subscription-based content websites, discount clubs, hobbyist communities, nonprofits and charitable organizations, political groups, religious, spiritual communities, health and wellness communities, educational and training platforms, alumni associations, et cetera. Lots of sort of membership type use cases that people are doing. Some of the benefits of a membership directory, of running an online, directory for this, is it allows you to sort of manage the logistics of collecting membership fees, on a certain time period, and it generates a recurring revenue stream for the association. Improved retention and loyalty of the members. They like seeing their listing up on the site, obviously, so that helps them pay the fee for that. And what do they get for that? The marketing and lead generation for members. That's often a big piece of it. It can be used to manage exclusive access and perks. And so we'll show you how you can include other things, even not related to eDirectory or the directory site, within the membership packages. And then you can charge just, one membership fee, and they get that whole package with these other things in it. It's a great way to do professional networking and development for the members. Everybody's there together, and it sort of brings your database together. Brand loyalty and advocacy for the organization. Access control to member content. So one thing you can do is set up sort of a paywall, or access restricted, where some of the content's only viewable for the members. That's a new feature we have out within our latest version here, an important one. And also it has flexibility and customization to integrate with other systems and do other things as well. So monetizing the member directory, I know this is a big question for a lot of associations. Within the directory, you can obviously set up packages, charge dues for the listings. You can do different levels of listing, etc. You can also have sort of sponsored articles, events, banners that go into the system, and you can collect fees to post those there. Just custom tailored packages and gated content for the members as well. And then there are a bunch of things that often people do sort of outside the directory, but using the directory database. And these are things like doing a sponsored newsletter where you export the members in the database and sending out a newsletter for that. Social media management, maybe just a service you offer to the membership, to the members in the site, as well as other marketing services such as AdSense and other networks. And how the eDirectory platform helps you. We have it's all set up, ready to go with tiered listings where you can have a basic level for a basic member, and like a silver level and a gold level membership. It has events, it has classifieds. The content restricted, you can charge, to access just the content as well. Different payment cycles, and billing, automated billing, and a flexible page editor if you just want to create a new page or a new page in the system for anything for that. So we set up a demo here. This is just something we set up to show you how it can show you the features of a member style directory. And Emerson is going to do a demo of that now. This is just a fake trade association that we set up. Kind of an idea around footwear is the one we came up with. It's not a real trade association. The listings are not real, but it should give you an idea of how it can be used and some of the features within it. So with that, I will turn it over to Emerson, and welcome, Emerson.
Okay, thank you, James. So the idea is to show a sample for a trade association that you can use as a membership website. And the main idea of this website is to protect content from general public and make it available just for members, not just members for the association, but also for non-members that wants to have access. So you can sell access for people to see content and interact with other companies, and also provide some open content, just like job listings or even some news about the industry, etc. So it's good to bring traffic, so you don't lock all the content you have. You still have something open to general public to gather people around this idea, and make your website and go to area, go to website for that niche, for that association. So let me just share my screen here. Here we go. Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so the main idea is to create a website for this footwear trade association. So we used this on the homepage. We configure it to display initially contents for this given industry. So we have blog posts, because it's a good idea for an association to provide content to help their members with fresh information and other things. And we are also displaying that they need to sign in for full access. So right from the beginning, they know that it will be protected content by a paywall for they will
And
have to pay or
Emerson,
have some.
and Emerson, one other thing I wanted to mention for anybody new here is all of this content is controlled with a widget-based system, so you can drag and drop the widgets around on this page and configure it how you'd like.
Yeah, I will show the back end in a minute. So I'm just explaining the initial idea. Also, for the events, as we have seen, most of the associations, they have internal events. So it's a good way to promote not just members' events, but their own events on the websites. Banner ads, you can have featured members. Another call to action, this type of widgets that you provide an information and a button, so they know that they have two different type of access for association members and for non-members. Category as well, newsletter, very important for future marketing initiatives. So that's the basic idea. This website is protected by the paywall. So if I go to an event here, for example, it will be blocked. It's members only contents. So that's how it works. We have some, for example, job openings that are available to everyone. I mean, don't need to be logged in to see this type of content. So that's the idea. You can have both open and protected content in your website. It's very simple to do this. It's a matter of setting things on the back end. Let me go back a little. And for a member, let's say I'm a non-member, I'm just curious about it. I have a page here where I can be a member. I already have my login created. For example, I just a non-member. I created my account here, I paid. So let me sign in as a visitor. Perfect. So now I'm logged in as a site visitor, a paying member. Let me go back to the same events. So now I have access, full access to the websites. I'm a paying member. I can see everything, even the listings. Another good thing to do is to personalize your navigation so you can offer the content easily for people to see and access it. Go to listing, for example. Okay, now I have all the information about the listing, the companies. You can even associate the classifieds that we are using the classified module to list jobs. So every time this company publishes a job offer, it will be associated to their page. It's easy to do everything. They can even list products and services as well. We have a widget for these, photos, etc. So that's the basic eDirectory working here. Now let me show you how I configure this. So let me log off from the user and log in as the site manager. Okay, perfect. So now I'm on the back end of my website here. So the first thing is to set up the paywall. So if you want to have protected content, the first thing is to go to settings, products and plans, additional settings, and payment gateways. And this is the simple button, simple toggle button. You are going to enable it, and then you'll be able to configure which modules or which listing levels it will be protected by your paywall. It's a simple thing here. Once you do this paywall activation, you go to manage your products. With the most recent version, we call it products. So everything that is inside within the directory, it's now a product. So you can create up to 10 products to listings, events, and classifieds, and configure it by level. So I have just one created here, one list that I call it diamond, and you're going to check this box here. So this level will be a diamond level listing protected by paywall, or in other words, people will have to pay for access or at least publish another type of content to be able to see listings on your website. If I create another one, for example, let's say gold, let me just save it. So I can select if only the diamond listing will be protected and the gold listing will be public. So that's how it works. The idea is this: you can have different listing levels, open to everyone, or protected for the paywall. It's very simple to do. You can activate and deactivate the products at any time. The same goes for events. You can create up to 10 and enable the paywall. Classifieds, same things. As I'm having the classifieds for job listings and it's open to everyone, so that's why this box unchecked. And banners and articles, we have just one type of article, so you can activate or deactivate the paywall feature. And banners are always visible, so they don't need to have a paywall feature. So once you configure the products and the features available on these products, the next step is to create the plans. So once one sign up for a listing, for example, I have here the diamond listing. You're going to choose if signing up for a listing will also give them access to gated content. So it's one possible configuration you can do on your website. So give it the plan a name, select the pricing. You have up to 2 billing cycles from 7 available, annual, monthly, one-time payment, weekly, bi-weekly, quarterly, or semi-annual. So you can select what fits best the association's idea. We're going to select which modules, which products you are going to include here. For this example specifically, is just the listing products. So I have here one diamond listing. You can select the number of listings included on this package. If it's going to be available to just one listing templates, or if it's going to possible to publish unlimited listings if they buy this package. And at the end, you have this toggle button. So purchasing this listing will also give them access to all the paywalled content, the protected content on your websites. So it's a matter of configuring to meet your goals. The next step is to create a plan just for people to access the website without having to publish a listing. So be someone just trying to make some network, not part of the association. So you can create one. That's very simple to configure. All you have to do is same thing. Give the plan a name, select the options, and do not select any products, but give them access to paywalled content. This way, they will pay for the ability just to see content on your website. So having the plan created, the next step is to work on the page editor and put the plans on the pricing page. I'm going to show you how to do this. Here, you go to design and then go to page editor. Before going to the pricing page, I'm going to show just the home page as you saw it before. So you can use you can add it to the header and then select what you want to put on the navigation. You can add it to the label, connect it to the right pages you want to link it. And other options on the header widget for design. And then we have that call to action. So it's very simple to create one. You have this plus icon between the widgets, so you can easily put the widget on the right place on your page. Or even you can drag and drop to rearrange the order of the pieces of your pages. So the call to action is very easy to use. This one is to sign in for full access, and you can have your title, descriptions, the label of the button, and the link to the button. We also have this built-in integration with Unsplash for great images that are royalty-free, so you can use it to create very stunning visuals on your website. Okay, so it's very simple to configure the pages to display the things you want to and highlight things. One other thing, let me go back and go to the pricing page. Okay, here we advertise with this page. Now we have plenty of options of pricing and plans widgets. I believe it's 5 options total. So let me just configure the first one, show you the basics. So you can add a plan from the list you created. Here I have just for the basic structure of the website, the listing, events, classifieds, and articles. You can also drag and drop to reorder the things here. Very simple to use as well. You can add a plan, you can remove a plan, you can highlight a plan, for example, the most popular. That's how you do on the widget. Let me save it. You see it on the front end in a few minutes. We will also have this one that highlights just one specific plan. You can use an image as well. After you select the plan, you are able to edit the information. This is for the non-member access. So you can create topics for what's included on this specific plan. Again, use the Unsplash integration to get the images and the plan descriptions. Very, very simple to use this. And as James mentioned, if you want to offer or bundle other services on the offer, you can just select one widget. Let me put a sample here. Pricing and plans, we have these options. Pricing and plan cards with custom description. Okay, let's add it. So once you create the widget, it will pull all the plans available on your website. So it's a matter of first thing, removing the ones you don't want to use. Let me just remove the banners here so you can have a better visual. Okay, and then you go to edit the plan descriptions. This one is not for topics. We have one that you can use topics as well. That should be a better choice, but I can this is for just to have an idea. Listing plus article plus social media services. This is just a sample.
Yeah, and just to be clear, you can include things in the description that aren't related to eDirectory, like sponsorship of our annual convention or newsletter sponsorship, or include other things in this using this feature here.
Just added two very simple examples here. So let me save the changes and see what I have just created. Yeah, this is the one that I created right now. So you can add the description. We have one that's by topics. You can use line by line. That would have be a better choice here. But that's the idea. You can create the plan and then use these widgets to display your offers according to your goals. So it's very simple to create these. And one last thing is regarding the blog posts. So blog posts are something that are exclusive to the site owner. Visitors or sponsors, they cannot publish blog posts, but you can protect some blog posts from being public. So let me check it here. So when creating or editing blog posts, you can check this box to make the post accessible only to paying members. So if you want to even protect your own blog post from being public, it's very simple to do. When creating one, just check this box here and it will be gated for members only. I believe that's the main thing that I have to show today on how to create and how to configure your website for paywalled content to serve an association
Great.
website.
Thanks, Emerson. Yeah, we'll open it up now to questions. Let me just run down the list. We had a couple come in already, so I'll start at the top. First question from Connie: are these links available after the webinar ends? If not, could you please make them available? Gabriel responded, these links are available on the eDirectory blog. and we can get you access to this demo as well. So yes. Next question from Regine. Under which plan could we get the example Emerson is showing us? Is it the eDirectory professional or enterprise license? Yeah, just this. This is actually just our normal standard professional license. You can order it right from eDirectory.com on the website there. The difference between the professional and the enterprise, you can look at the feature list there, but the big thing is the mobile apps. So the professional version doesn't have the native mobile apps. It does have a web view, sort of optimized for the website, optimized to run on mobile, but it doesn't have the native mobile apps. But you can check all that out online. And we have some other demos that aren't membership demos, but it's the same software behind the scenes. And the difference there is just the configurations. Next question from Zaki is this available for the app too? I run a local business directory with eDirectory. My app is the main source of traffic, and I'm considering requiring login to access specific content. Yes, the gated content is available on the mobile app as well. So that's all set. Next question from Joseph. Is it possible to restrict access to only deals so that paid members can receive the deals associated on each listing? I don't believe, Emerson, right now that we have an ability to allow the listings to be public and the deals to be gated, right? We don't have that ability right now.
Yes, that's correct. Deals are part of the
Part of the
listing
listing.
module. It runs
Yeah.
inside the listing module, so blocking one will block everything.
But I can understand why you would potentially want that. And what I'll do is I'll add that to the feature request list, and we'll have our base code team evaluate it. It might be out in a future version. If it's something you really need now, also we have a customization team, and they could potentially customize it so that it works this way already. And if you do want customization, just reach out to your account manager and they can get a specification, a quote done for you. Next question from Dean. Let's see. Okay, I see it's under pricing plans and deals, custom description. Okay, I think that was a comment related to another question. Next question from Rhonda. The membership is an addition to the price for having a listing. So you can include membership. Basically, now we call everything sort of a membership. And are you a sponsor member or are you just viewing the content member? You can set up these packages that include whatever you want. And you can include listings, you can include classifieds, you can include one listing and unlimited classifieds, or one listing and access to gated content. You can make these packages yourself and offer whatever you'd like. So there's a lot of flexibility. Next question. What effect does it technically have if I switch a plan from access restricted content to public access content and vice versa? Does it result that all the paid content lose their membership? I guess the question here is what happens when they change the plans and move things around with that. I think what happens is the access is set on the membership package. And then if people are in that membership package and then suddenly you restrict content, then everybody that's already in that membership package, the content will be restricted. Or if you open up the content will then be open for them. So the subscribers are tied to the membership package, and then what's in there depends, and that's sort of done real time. I hope that explains it. Next question. In the future, is there a way we can turn off and on banners on the pricing page? The pricing page is editable, so you can certainly remove banners, any mention of banners from that. You can configure anything you want on that pricing page. The one we have there is kind of jumbled up. It has a lot of info, and probably if you were really going live with the site, you'd make a nice clean page, and maybe the banners would be something like contact us if you're interested in banner advertising. You can do whatever you want with it. It's very flexible. Next question from Dean. Is it possible to give access to a list of email address based public? I think the question there is there a way to give access to the site to an email list? I guess what you could do if you wanted to do that is create a membership level that has access to gated content and then load in all those emails in there and then basically create accounts, member accounts for them, and then email those out with their user access, their username and access. So there might be a way to do that. You may need to check that and just make sure the flow works because they're probably going to need a password and whatever for that. But there's certainly some ways around that. Talk to our team to figure out if what you need done there, and we can probably find a way to help get you there. Next question from Josh. These updates look great. Thank you. Regarding the listing on the back end, will there eventually be a way to create a listing template that we can copy with all the plugins we used? For instance, if you created a listing for soccer teams with specific checkboxes and questions, can you create a basketball team? Essentially, he's looking for a way to duplicate a listing template. We don't have that right now, but we have that in the, I know we have that in the roadmap to do duplicating listing templates. So we hope to have that out as soon as we can. We know we've had some requests for that. We don't have it in right now though. Next question, is there a way we can limit how many people can purchase banner ads? I only want a certain amount of people to be able to buy as sponsors. I think you would probably handle that manually. If you just want to say have 5 spots in your banner system, something along those lines. We don't have a way to limit that right now, but I think just knowing how people typically run websites, I think you could probably, sign up 5 and then take it off the advertising page or something like that. Or remove it from the packages after it's filled up. If you wanted to do that, but we don't have an automated way to do that and say sold out or something like that. If I wanted to restrict classifieds to a single partner, like a local newspaper, do I just make a membership for them to see classifieds? That's interesting. I think there's some way you could do that. Would that be just to add classifieds? Yeah, I guess you could create a membership where only one type of member has ability to add classifieds and only sell that to a local newspaper. I guess that would be possibly a way to do that. You probably want to reach out to our team and tell them what you're trying to do and just make sure that the flow is kind of how you want there. But I think that might work actually. Yeah. Next question from Kim. General question, is there a widget in listings that has the ability for more than 3 listings across? Currently, it's 1, 2, 3. If available, can you show it? That cards widget has ability to put more than 3, doesn't it, Emerson? Like, isn't there a way to configure how many listings go in the row for the card widget? Do you know that offhand?
I will double check, but offhand, no. I always saw 3 listings on the samples. If it's on the sidebar, it's 1 by 1, but I believe that can be more than that. So I will double check and reach out
Okay.
to
I
Kim.
think there's okay. Yeah, we'll check that and reach out back out to you. Next question from Don. I can't seem to find where to assign my domain to the directory. Don, just send our support team an email saying you're ready to go live on this domain, and they'll send you the switchover process. They actually do a manual step where they put the domain in for you. So you can email support at eDirectory or reach out on edirectory.com live chat. With that. Okay, well, great. Any more questions? Post them in here. Also, we'd like to get feedback on this webinar. We try to make them better each time. So after the webinar, there will be a quick survey that pops up. If you can fill that out and give us some feedback, that would be great. One more question came in. Is there a way I can handpick businesses to display on the sponsors page to highlight them? Yes, the cards widget has an option to select either by category or individual specific listings there. So you can put the widget in there and select the ones that you want to feature them for that. Great. Okay, last call for questions. You guys have any more comments? Gabriel Emerson?
No, not
I
for
guess
now.
that's the main idea is to, as you mentioned at the beginning, you don't need to be part of an association to create a membership website. So you can offer these as a service to another associations because every city has at least a bunch of them. So in many areas, different areas, professional areas. So it's an option to create another revenue stream offering this website as a service.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Oh, comment from Johannes. Can you please offer English webinars every week? Well, thank you. Thank you. I at some point I hope we could get the scale to be able to do that. We're doing what we can right now, but I keep that in mind. If we get some more requests, we'll bump that up. So thanks for that comment. Another question from Zaki, off-topic question, but is there a way to put a full screen auto-playing video on a page in my website? So we have a custom content widget. I don't send what you're trying to do, I guess, to our support team, and we'll see what we can do. I think it may be that there's a way to drop the that will drop the script in there and pops a full page video on there. We certainly have a video widget as well, but I think you may just be able to drop the video snippet into a custom content widget and that may work. But reach out to our support team, we'll be able to help you with that. Thanks everybody. Oh, and Johanna is gonna keep asking for the weekly webinar. That's great. Thanks guys. Everybody have a great week and we'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.